Hi, my name's Matt Schneider. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own laundry detergent. I'm going to be using probably the most common recipe that shows up if you just search for DIY laundry detergent. Pretty much what it is, it's 3 ingredients. It's Arm & Hammer laundry washing soda, it's a box of borax, 20 Mule Team works great, and 6 bars of Fels-Naptha soap, laundry soap. This was about $3.99 at the store. This is about $3.99 at the store. And each one of these bars was about 99 cents. So overall about $14, $15 with tax. Not that bad, and it's going to make a lot. You may also want a plate and a knife to help cut up your Fels-Naptha bar. I'm going to be using a slotted kitchen spoon to just kind of help sift it through this container that I have here. And then you'll want a 1 cup measuring cup and a 1 tablespoon little measuring cup. And pretty much the recipe is 1 cup of the Arm & Hammer washing soda, it's 1 cup of the borax, and it's 1 of these grated bars of soap. I estimated that this is going to be my limiting factor, and it has about 5.5 cups. So I'll be using about 5.5 of these bars, and the other half bar, I'm just going to keep that because if I get a really tough stain, I like to just wet it, scrub the Fels-Naptha bar right on it. Works great getting out some really tough stains. So I'm going to go ahead and change to a first-person view. I'll show you grinding up the Fels-Naptha soap and then mixing it. So see you in a minute. Okay, so here's the Fels-Naptha bar. First off, smells great when you take it out of that package. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife here and just going to start cutting it into chunky pieces. So, you know, sharp knife really helps. You could use a cheese grater. I don't have a cheese grater. I could probably do bigger chunks than this. It's going to go through the processor anyway. But yeah, this is pretty much the strategy for cutting up your soap. This is probably going to be the part that takes the longest. So through the magic of editing, I will show you this when it's done. Alright, so there we go. So now I got it broken down into lots of different pieces, about the size of a fingertip. And the next thing we're going to do is throw it in the food processor and grind this down to a really fine powder. An important note before I process this, if you find trouble cutting it or just maybe want something easier, just like the Zote bars that you'll see on some YouTube videos, you can take the Fels-Naptha bar and microwave it in the oven. It will kind of foam up a little bit, but when it dries, it'll be nice and brittle and foamy, and you can pretty much just break it apart in chunks with your fingers. But let's go ahead and add this to the food processor. This is just a cheap food processor I got for about 99 cents at Goodwill. Now hopefully I haven't overloaded it, but we're just going to grind this down until it makes a nice fine powder. Pardon the noise, I'm probably going to mute this part. Alright, and there we go. So now we have a nice fine powder. Important note, if you don't have a food processor, you can also use a blender. Pardon my shaky hand. Just make sure you use a spoon and kind of stir it up every couple seconds. Alright, just in case you guys were wondering, this is what the microwave Fels-Naptha bar looks like. I just took the bar, cut it into about, I'd say 10 pieces the long ways, and then nuked it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and it gets all nice and dry and fluffy like this. Smells amazing, and added bonus, if you take a wet washcloth when you're done, you can wipe out your dirty microwave. It gets super clean. Alright, so as we can see, I have my finely ground Fels-Naptha soap bar here. I've taken the liberty of using my 1 cup measure to measure 1 cup of the borax and 1 cup of the washing soda. And now all we simply have to do is add them to a large container like this one, and then start mixing them up. So let's get to it. Side note about people worried about borax. Borax is actually a naturally occurring mineral. It's very much like a salt. You probably wouldn't want to eat it or get it in your body, but touching it, totally fine. But for today, like I said, I'm just going to use a sifter and mix it around. So the reason I like using this container is it's nice and sealable. So before I have too much in there, I can just kind of do like I'm panning for gold or something like that. Just kind of random motions should result in random mixing. Let's see, that's pretty good. Only problem with that particular method, it looks like, is that the soap seems to have risen to the top because it is nice and fluffy. So maybe not the shaking method. Maybe just a mixer, sifter, kind of like this. But doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you're really estimating here. So I'm going to grab the camera and show you what this looks like when it's done. Alright, so this is what it should look like when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and make up the rest of it so I can tell you precisely how many bars of soap to use for the ingredients, how much I have left over, and then we'll do just some quick basic mathematics to figure out how many cups of this powder we get. And I have a small washer, so I'm going to say use a tablespoon because it's very concentrated. Just a heaping tablespoon in your washer should be good. A little bit more soiled, I'd say 2, but I definitely say no more than 2. You really don't need it. It's just a waste at that point. So I'll figure out how much I have when I'm done, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, well, that's about it. So I ended up actually having a little bit more than 6 cups in that box of washing soda from Arm & Hammer. This is pretty much what I have left. Let's see, I'm going to measure this out. And yeah, I'd say I probably have around 1/3 of a cup, maybe a 1/2 cup, because my first 5 scoops were a little heaping, so maybe a 1/2 cup. But at the end of the day, pretty much 6 bars of that Fels-Naptha with the box of the borax, or the 1/2 box of borax, and the full box of the soda wash ended up being perfect. So if you want it quick and dirty, just 6 bars of soap, a 1/2 box of borax, and a full box of the soda wash. That should get you pretty close to the mixture that I have here. In fact, it actually ended up filling up more than this container. So I actually have a smaller container over here, and it's just this great powder. This is a tablespoon, and that's really all you want to use for light to medium loads, and maybe 2 tablespoons if it's a really soiled wash, or a large load like family of 4 or greater. Or a full-size washing machine. HE washing machines, this is a very low suds kind of mixture, perfectly fine for HE machines. In fact, if you're going to use an HE machine, I would recommend just a single tablespoon, all you really need. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time when I use this detergent, probably in a review of a couple washers and dryers. Thanks, have a great day. Alright guys, one last thing before I go, we'll just do some quick mathematics. So I found that I used 6 bars of the Fels-Naptha soap, but once I had kind of powderized it all down, it made about 1 1/3 cup, so that leaves us with 8 cups total of the soap. The borax was exactly 6 cups, the washing soda was 6 cups, and what was left of it, which was about 1/3 of a cup. So overall grand sum was 20 1/3 cups of material. And there's 16 tablespoons in a cup. I'm going to assume that you're just going to use 1 tablespoon per load. If you're going to use 2, divide this final number by 2. But that gives us a sum of 20 1/3 cups, with a grand sum of 325 tablespoons of the material that we made, or 325 loads of laundry. And so the overall material cost, when I added up all my goods, factor into tax, and looked at my receipts, $14.16. So the total cost per load is 0.0436 cents per load. And let's just say you have a small washer, and let's say you do laundry every single day. Because sometimes you may not do laundry every single day, but you might do 2 loads in one day. So let's just average 1 load of laundry per day if it's a small load, right? Then the total cost per year for this laundry detergent is $15.90 for almost exactly a year's worth of laundry detergent. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.